What's going on, guys? Liam here, and today we're talking NRL and where I think each team is going to finish in the 2023 season. So as you can see here, I've got bottom 5 to miss the 8, top 4, and then minor prem. So for example, I think the Sharkies are going to miss the top 8 or finish bottom 5, say. I'll drop them there. I think Doggies are going to go up here and win the minor premiership. I chuck them up there. So let's get into this. Alright, so how I'll be sort of ranking these is obviously off last year's form, players lost, players gained, and a little bit of strength of schedule. So for example here, we've got each team's strength of schedule, so how many 5-day turnarounds they have, how many top 8 opponents from last year they have to play. So for example here you can see the Broncos have a pretty tough schedule. They've got to play 14 top 8 teams this year. They only have one 5-day turnaround, and then look down here, you've got the Raiders, only have 8 top 8 teams and one back-to-back as well. So Raiders have a pretty easy schedule. So I'll be using this a little bit as well to help with my predictions. So first one, Sharkies finished top 4 last year and have an extremely easy schedule, only one back-to-back and only playing 10 top 8 teams. I guess if you're playing less than 12 top 8 teams from last year, you're probably got the easier side of the schedule sort of thing. You're probably a little better off. So, but Sharkies extremely easy schedule this year. They did finish top 4 last year. Nico Hines another year to click with his team. Craig Fitzgibbon another year of coaching under his belt. But I don't know. I think they got exposed a little bit last year. I'm going to put them top 8. I still definitely think they're going to make top 8. I'm going to see how the rest of this falls to see if I put them in the top 4. All right, Brizzy Broncos. Let's have a quick look. Hardest schedule. Lost a lot of their depth last year. Got exposed. Payne Haas, unfortunately, I feel sorry for the dude. He's got a lot of family dramas at the moment, and I hope he turns those around. Never fun, that sort of stuff. So thoughts go out to him and his family. But tough schedule. Lost a lot of their depth. Reynolds, can Payne Haas keep carrying that team? Reynolds, can he stay fit and healthy? I'm going to have them to just miss the 8. And, I think they'll be pushing for it still. They've still got 1 to 13. They're a quality team, but I just feel like they might get stung a little bit here. And it's a long, tough season, so we'll have to wait and see. But I've got Broncos just missing the 8. Dolphins. Let's see how the schedule looks. All right, so Dolphins, where are you? Here we are. It's only one back-to-back. They've got a relatively easy schedule, 8 top 8 teams. However, I think they're going to lose all 11 of these games, and they're going to lose a bunch more too, so I don't see them making the finals, so bottom 5 for sure. Doggies. How's their schedule look? Let's have a little look. All right, so they've got 12 top 8 teams, 2 back-to-backs. I think they're going to have a lot of improvements. However, I think they're a year away from being a top 8 team, so I'm going to pop them here as well. Titans, don't even need to check. They're going to be bottom 5. I think they'll be better than last year, but I don't see them being a whole heap better. Canberra, this is interesting. Canberra are a quality team. They win a lot of home games, and they have the easiest schedule by an absolute mile. They only play each top 8 team once, and also they're playing Dolphins twice. They're playing, all the bottom teams twice. So, I'm going to put them here for now. Top 8. I think they're definitely going to make the top 8 this year. But again, these guys might creep up here too. These two teams, they're both smokies for top 4. If you want to have a look at the punt, I don't know what they're paying, but especially the Canberra, a few like Sharkies finished top 8 last year, so they're not as big as Smokies, but like Raiders just scraped into the 8, and I think they're a good shot of making top 4. A lot would have to go their way, like Roosters and Bunnies, some injury problems and stuff like that. Melbourne not be as lethal as they normally are. Cowboys maybe not quite as strong, so they need a little bit to go their way, but I reckon they could easily finish top 4 this year. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see how we go there. Seagulls, new coach, Travojevic unhealthy. I'm going bottom 5. Melbourne, this is a tough one, man. They've just had a big exodus, but they are the kings of losing players and are just coming back like nothing happened sort of thing. So where's the Storm? Relatively easy schedule, especially for their high standards. 2 back-to-back games. they're definitely making the 8. But are they a top 4 team? I'm going to put them here again, but again, this might change, guys. Warriors, love yous. I think you're going to win more games than you did last year. I think, you'll probably beat some teams that don't travel well. But I don't see them finish outside the top 5. Knights, I had them bottom 5. Just don't think they're I just don't think they're a good team. Good players, but not a good team. However, the more I look at their lineup, they've still got quality players in there. So I'm going to make them just miss the 8, I think. Just miss the 8. Cowboys. Let's have a look. Cowboys. Where are you? Where the hell are you? Oh, there we go. So, easy schedule. It's tough road trip for everyone going up there. I think they might do top 4 again, but I might have to change that. I think Parramatta is just going to not squeak into the 8, but relatively easy. So they're playing. So I'm going to go top 8 with them. So we've only got 2 more spots here. So Penny, most consistent team. I don't see them. They've got 12 top 8 teams. I just think they're going to be the most consistent team this year, and they know how to get it done. They know how to win games. They're missing a few pieces, but they're almost like Melbourne was 5-6 years ago, where they just plug a new player in. It's just, I don't know, man. The new Melbourne without breaking the salary cap by $3 million. Buddies, if they can stay fit and healthy, I'm going top 4 for sure. They've locked in a lot of players, actually. I was about to say they're going to lose a lot of players next year, but they locked a lot of those guys in. So, yeah, I think if Latrell, all these guys stay healthy, they're going to drop games throughout the year. I think they're going to lose random games here and there. But I think, they've got big game players, and I just think they're going to... I think they're going to do pretty damn good. So I'm going to go them top 4. St George Illawarra, rubbish. I don't think they're going to do any well at all this year. Don't hate the team, guys. Last time I said, in my last TikTok, I said I think they could get beaten by the Gold Coast, by the Dolphins. Everyone's like, why do you hate St George? I don't. I just look at their roster, and I just don't see a quality footy team. Totally mismanaged salary cap. I just don't think they're going to do very well. Roosters... Again, this is all, if they stay healthy, I think they are 100% a top 4 team. In fact, I think they're probably the second best team on paper, if not the best team on paper. But I don't know what it is about that team. They just head knocks galore, what are they called? Suspensions galore. There's never whole. They're never whole. The last 2 or 3 years, they've just not even come close. And obviously, that only leaves 1 spot. Tigers, I think they're going to be super, super upgraded from last year, but I don't see them cracking the 8. But they could push for the 8. Where are you? Tigers. Yeah, and they're playing 12 top 8 teams, so they're going to have to play a few of the top 8 teams twice. I don't see them beating those 2 regularly, so they're probably going to lose roughly 12 games in there at least. So I don't see them cracking the top 8. But that's it, guys. So what do we got? So top 4, we've got Penrith, Cowboys, Roosters, and these aren't in order too. It's just top 4. I don't necessarily think the Cowboys are going to come 4th. Oh man, I don't know if I have to change this. I think the Raiders might slip in here. All right, I'm going to do another video. I'm going to do another one of these a little bit closer. All right, so I'm locking this in. This isn't going to change too much. But I'm standing by this. All right, so we're going to go Penrith, Cowboys, Roosters, South Sydney, top 4. But I'm going to go top 8. I'm going to go Sharkies, Canberra, Storm, Parramatta. So pretty much the top 8 from last year is going to be the same this year as what I'm picking. Just jumbled around a little bit. And then pretty simple. And then we've got Broncos just to miss out again. So just missing out on the top 8. I think all these guys are going to be... I think it's going to be a logjam just outside the top 8. And all these teams are going to be pretty damn close. And they're probably... If I had to pick one to be at the bottom of that, I'd probably go Knights, Dolphins, Spoon. Yeah, and I just really don't see any of these teams doing too well. But I'm happy to be wrong. Nothing would make me happier to see the Warriors in the top 8. Doggies in the top 4, something like that. I'll happily be wrong here, but... Let me know what you think of this list, guys. If there's anything you'd change, if there's any tools or tips I should check out to help predict the top 8 and stuff like that, I'd love to hear that. I'll be all ears. Thank you all so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.